you had a you know front seat view of the board, its expectations, how the board expectations have changed over the period of last decade or so, the way independent directors used to expect compliance or reporting has changed. I mean, I talked to so many executives, and things the way they were 10 years ago versus now, the expectations have changed. Do you want to articulate what those expectations are, and how does that change into operational obligations for a company secretary and a compliance officer?
Before 10 years or 15 years down the line, the independent directors were not have that much, access of the things and information. Nowadays, we have, artificial intelligence and everything. Even the marketing director or some other directors knows everything. And also, the tools are practically, I'm saying, the tools are becoming very, very high. You have newspapers, you have internet, you have the access of all the emails and updates and laws, the litigations which are coming, the new litigations update, the consultants are sending the updates. Plus, independent directors also having a very, very high profile. They are coming with the regards of experiences, and everybody knows that AI, and after all these system changes, now the work for the secretarial person or the company secretary will become hard, challenging. But we have a lot of tools also to implement it and to show to the board that we are doing this, or we are using this software, or we are using this technology to come up with this. Like the people were saying, why there are 3,000 compliance, why there are 200 compliances which are non-compliances or of serious nature of compliances. We have to give them that the serious nature of compliances is a 6 months jail to 2 years jail, which will never happen. This is just a very small thing or a small non-compliances, but we have to give them what is the act, what is this guideline, why the return is filed or not filed, why the return is filed or not entered into the system, or what is the right and wrong.
To say that board members have become more aware, more sensitive to the world of compliance? They've started asking more questions. They need more concurrent information. They are not looking at to whomsoever it may concern. I hereby certify that ABC is in compliance with the law of the land with no agla, no pichla.
No, but if there is a non-compliance, then we can see in the audit committee meeting or in some meeting, if non-compliance, then we have to give the reply that why this is a non-compliance, what is the reason, whether this is a mistake of some factory, a very small persons or at a higher level persons, what is the penalty, is there is a penalty or no, and why we update ourselves and what the solutions we are bringing on the table. That this is the solution, so that in future it will not happen. In future we will be completely complied, and all these things are very, very important. Giving up practical solutions and ultimately complying with all the acts, all the laws, because the compliance certificate is signed by the executive director or the managing director. The compliance certificate is signed by the company secretary of the company. So all the board is completely trusting of the management who's giving the certificates to them. So each and every small compliances, a small update, or the update if we by chancely missed and we forget to complete that compliances, or if we have a small penalty or a small state regulation, is very, very important for us to update us and implement that into the system and complete it in a timely manner. To update to the board is very, very important nowadays.